Now, the thing is, I do know about positive Christianity. That is a very subversive denomination, which is usually led by someone who claims that they were an evangelical, but they got disillusioned by the church because, it was filled with homophobia and transmisogyny, and he wanted to start something new. And basically, what they do is that they focus on social justice grievances far more than the sins in the Bible. Like, they're willing to ignore certain sins from the Bible while focusing almost specifically on things that, social justice preaches. So, like, for instance, systemic racism is a huge sin. Like, it's much worse than homosexuality, which, in fact, they may not even consider it that big of a sin. So I knew about that, but I didn't know about this, right? Like, someone actually sent me this, and I genuinely do not know what it is. Reverend Rachel Small Stokes. Okay, so we got a female priest. A little bit unconventional, right? And then she says, I believe in the non-binary God whose pronouns are plural. And I'm a little bit bewildered, because, like... in one hand, if you want to mock Christianity, like, you can just go with the Satanic Temple, right? Like, there's already an institution for that. Or most people that genuinely, like, want to mock Christianity because they're edgy, they start some Wiccan shit, they become witches and stuff. This is just, like, bizarre. I guess, like, maybe they want a sense of community or something, like... I don't know. It's so weird. Like, do they genuinely believe in God? Or what is this a LARP? This is what I can't tell. Because, like, the Satanic Temple, they were LARPing. And then you have, like, other people who are Wiccans and stuff. They're LARPing too. But the fact that I can't tell if these people are genuine or not is baffling. Like, okay. So, like, did one of you have a divine revelation? What is it like you genuinely wanted this to be true? So you wrote it down. Like, it's so modern, isn't it? Like, you're fucking current daying it, is what I'm trying to say. And so like, it's so weird, right? Because, like, usually when there's a new religion or an offshot or something, it's like someone had the vision, or they claim that the divine truth was revealed to them. And my question is, like, why do you believe that God has pronouns? And the only reason is possibly, like, you went through a social justice seminar and then tried applying that to the Bible through a lens. But why would you call it the Sparkle Creed then? I mean, my question is, do they think it's made up, or do they genuinely believe? Because at this point, I wouldn't be surprised with any of the answers. Like, are you doing this to antagonize people? Like you just want attention? Or are you genuinely, like, believing? Like, in some cases, like, people try to pretend they're a religious institution in order to get, like, tax-free shit, and like there's certain advantages of forming a religion, I guess. So anyway, I believe in Jesus Christ, their child. Oh, I get it, because, like, God pronouns plural, alright. Who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads. And who saw everyone as a sibling child of God. Okay, so there's no fucking way that this is real. You're just trying to be antagonistic. But again, why not just go with the Satanic Temple at this point? The fabulous tunic. Okay. I believe in the rainbow spirit who shatters our image of one white light and refracts it into the rainbow of gorgeous diversity. Jesus Christ. The thing is, I would understand, like, a religion that has, like, a social justice twist. Like, I get positive Christianity, for instance, right? Like, I can see that as being a religion. Maybe God doesn't like systemic racism. Like, I can see that. But what you're doing here is just cringe. Like there's other religions out there in the world that are made up. And probably, like, the people themselves are made up. But they're not cringe. Like, at least they're trying to pretend as if it's a genuine thing. I believe in the Church of Everyday Saints, as numerous, creative, and resilient as patches on the AIDS quilt. The Church of Everyday Saints, isn't that the Mormons? I mean, South Park made fun of the Mormons, right? But like, again, the Mormons, when they made their religion, I mean, some people may be like, okay, maybe it actually happened. Like, you can't debunk it. But like, there is no way that any person that takes religion seriously would say that, oh yeah, he wear a fabulous tunic. Like, what? Like, you had me up until that point. Whose feet are grounded in mud and whose eyes gaze in the stars of wonder. Wait, now this doesn't even make sense. So I believe in the Church of Everyday Saints, as numerous and creative as the resilient as the patches on the AIDS quilt, whose feet? Whose feet? Like the AIDS quilt's feet? So the AIDS quilt has feet that are rooted in the ground. Me no speaking English at this point. Like, the sentence generally doesn't make sense. So I believe in the Church of Everyday Saints, plural, right? So like more saints. But she's talking about one type of feet, right? Whatever, again, I know speak English. I don't fucking understand. It should be their feet are grounded, whatever. I believe in the calling that each of us, that love is love is love. So beloved, let us love. I believe, glorious God, help my unbelief. Oh, Dios mío. Justice initiatives. The United Church. See, exactly what I told you. Donations to anti-racism work. Create places of belonging for people. My fucking God. I am so glad that these aren't people representing me, because I would cringe so hard. Look, I would rather have enemies at this point. Like, I would rather have people call me slurs. No, I'm not even kidding. I would rather have people call me slurs than to have people with that level of cringe representing my interests. Holy shit. Anti-racist church through a continuous struggle against racism. The United Church of Canada, oh my goodness, okay, now I understand the problem, has made a commitment to becoming an anti-racist denomination. Did they shut them down during COVID? Because I know like a priest that, like someone that actually believes, that was actually fighting with the Canadian lawmakers not to get shut down. Called them communists. You guys remember that? Yeah. I bet this church shut down. I'm not sure. If I'm a betting man, I'm willing to bet they shut down. Like, anti-racism probably had to take a break during the pandemic. Wasn't as important. Like, it could take a step back. Education and learning about anti-racism. Holy shit. Learn what the United Church and our ecumenical partners are doing around anti-racism work and how you might be engaged. How much are you going to pay me? Dude, I will end racism. Like, if this is the level that you're fighting at, and I know the level of racism in Canada, like, if you hire me, I will end your racism. This is why you won't hire me, because you'll be out of a job. You'll be like, holy shit, there's nothing else to do. V has fixed the problem. I'm not going to fix it for free, but like, I no, seriously, I can end your fucking racism. Like, you won't have any more racism in Canada. Anti-racism action plan. The anti-racism action plan will build into the church commitments to becoming an anti-racist and intercultural church. Intercultural? There is no intercultural with social justice. You only have social justice. Like, what other culture can fit into social justice? If you have a culture that's not social justice, you call it fascism. You guys think libertarian is fascism. You guys think that nationalism is fascism. You guys think that fascism is fascism. Every single thing that's not social justice is fascism for you people. What intercultural? There is no intercultural. There is just social justice. See? That's why you need to hire me. I actually know the dogma. Holy shit. Support anti-racism in your community. No. 40 days of engagement on anti-racism. Continue the journey towards becoming an anti-racist church within the 40 days time. And they want money. So do I. Conversion therapy? What the fuck? We affirm the value and dignity of all people and reject any therapy practice that labels LGBTQIA+ and two-spirit people. Isn't two-spirit people included in LGBTQIA+? Oh yeah, no. That's like LGBTQ I2SAA, right? So like, but it's in the plus though. Like it's included. Um. So if you're a heteronormative and someone tries to put ugly women into your video game in order to convince you of the message, that's not conversion therapy. Okay. Climate change. I mean, of course. Ending poverty. How the fuck can you end poverty? I so God, like I find this the most disgusting thing that came out of any leftist mouth. Ending poverty. It's the most nonsensical thing ever. It's like what a 5-year-old would say. And I think like I made another video where I explained why I feel this way. But again, imagine the richest king in medieval Europe. And think about the amenities that he had, right? Think about the type of food that he can eat. And now let's take like an average American, like someone that's medium wage. He lives much better than that king. He's got a toilet in his house. He's got pizza. He's got access to fruits and vegetables that the king didn't even know existed. Can eat fruits and vegetables during the fucking winter, something that even people in the 1940s couldn't do. And so we are a lot richer than people used to be back then. But like people would still consider themselves poor, right? Even though like the standard of living has increased dramatically, we would still consider ourselves poor because we're comparing ourselves to other people. So the only way to end poverty is through communism, where everyone is equally poor. And if everyone would be equally poor, then everyone would not consider themselves rich or poor. They would consider themselves to just be. And this is why like I really hate the idea of ending poverty. Food security. Again, they haven't updated their leftist lingo since the UN made Captain Planet. Nobody starves in the United States. Like, as far as I know, that there have been cases of malnutrition in the US. In fact, I'm willing to bet if there was a case of malnutrition in the West, it would make the fucking news. That's how rare it is. America has an obesity crisis. Mining and resource extraction, of course. Reconciliation and indigenous justice. I love indigenous justice so fucking much. I hear I'm sitting on stolen land. Well, get the fuck out then. Fuck is wrong with you? I'm not sitting on any stolen land, but if I was, I would either sit on it like a fucking Chad, like I deserve to be there, or I would fuck off. Jesus. Doctrine of disgust. Sponsor a refugee. See, this is where the two is. LGBTIQ2+. Yeah. Working with other churches, groups to sponsor refugee, blah blah. Okay, so basically, like it's like an NGO, right? It's an NGO that's LARPing like a church. I think maybe they're doing it in order to get like some religious organization perks. Like someone should look into it and tell me if Canada has those things. Again, I do not think that the people in this church genuinely believe in a God. I may be wrong. But like I have doubts. Like when you start saying that Jesus had the fabulous tunic, you lost me. Like up until that point, look, you got me. You had me going. Like maybe someone did get a divine revelation that God has pronouns and they just happen to be non-binary and okay. But the idea that Jesus had the fabulous tunic, no. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the comment section. Take care.